Hey guys, it's Fee. This is actually last minute Fee. I wanted to do this video much earlier, and I'm actually recording it not too long before I have to go to bed. I'll probably post this tomorrow, but I'm recording it late at night because I almost forgot to do this. I wanted to do Things This Week, Episode 3, my response. So, Things This Week, Episode 3 is a travel tag, and I will link Lisa's channel and the original video below. Things This Week is done by Lisa. Go check it out if you've never heard of it. And her travel tag is 11 questions that I wrote down, and I'm going to jump on in. So, number 1, how many states have you been to? I have been to about 11 states that were actual destinations, so we'll go with 11 states plus any of the ones that I passed through on the way there. Number 2, what's your favorite place to travel to? Currently, I'd say my favorite place is Arizona. I have what's left of my family out there, and I don't know. I like the sand and the sun and the heat, and that's my thing. I don't know if you would have asked me about maybe 5 to 10 years ago, my answer probably would have been Florida for similar reasons, but I like Arizona these days. Number 3, what is a place that you want to travel to? Well, the first one, top of the bucket list, is Venice in Italy. But I really would be happy with anywhere in Italy. After that, I would have to say Ireland, Hawaii, Stonehenge. I would love to see Stonehenge. So those are the ones off the top of my head. Number 4, what is your most memorable trip? I've vlogged about this before, but it's always going to be my answer to date until something dethrones it. That would be my trip to the Bahamas on my 30th birthday. My husband surprised me with Disney cruise. I had no idea where I was going. I was just told to pack for warm and to get a passport. And yeah, that was awesome. Number 5, what was the best souvenir you've brought home? I have a really rough time with this one. It's probably got to be something from Disney. I've visited Orlando, Walt Disney World, probably 6 or 7 times. I haven't been there recently, but I used to go every year. And I'm sure it's something from there. Or actually, if I go back to the Disney cruise, I did buy a couple of awesome pieces of artwork that I had shipped to me from that cruise. So, off the top of my head, I'm going to go with those. Yeah. All right, number 6. Number 6, what are the 3 must-haves in your carry-on bag? I would have to say my iPad, a pair of earbuds, and a bottle of water. And if I had more than that, probably my phone and a snack. I could do without my phone on the plane. I could pack that away somewhere. I need the iPad to keep me busy. All right, number 7. What was the longest road trip you've ever taken? The longest road trip my husband and I have ever taken, we've done numerous times. When we first got together, we would drive to those Orlando trips. And it's supposed to take you 21 hours, but we would drive straight through, and I think his record was like 16 or 17 hours, which to this day I still don't know how he did. Most of the time he was driving. I drove a couple of times, or we traded off, but we would always drive straight through, and it's rough, but we wanted to get there. Number 8. What was the best roadside attraction you've ever seen? I've never really been into, the world's largest ball of yarn kind of things. But when we're traveling, I like antiquing. So if I see an antique store, like in our travels, that I didn't know existed and we've got, a half an hour to burn, I will go into an antique store. And I've found some pretty good ones that way. Number 9. What was the worst place you've ever visited? Well, that's kind of the same thing. I have actually done little excursions just for the purposes of antiquing, to go and see some really large antique malls. I won't do that just for like the little corner ones, but ones that have like 600 or 700 dealers in one shot. I've been known to do weekend excursions for those. And, they're not always what they're cracked up to be. You never know what you're going to get when you go to some of these places. So, I remember going one, I can't remember the name of the town, but it was northern Illinois. It was like the most northwest you can go in Illinois almost. I can't remember the name of the town. But it was like probably about a 3-hour drive from where I live, and it was not worth it. Actual vacations, I've been pretty lucky. All of those have been really good. Number 10. Who do you love traveling with? Well, hands down, I've got to say my husband. Number 11, and this is the last question. Number 11, where was the last and next place you will have to travel? Well, technically the last place I traveled was Wisconsin, just over the border. I went camping for a weekend, last weekend. But if we're talking actual, vacations for elongated periods of time, the last one was Arizona. I went to Phoenix in the spring. I try to do that every year. And my next one will probably be Phoenix again. Depending on the timing of how everything goes. If it's not Phoenix, we really are trying to go to Italy in 2014 once and for all. We actually just joined a really awesome vacation club that may make that possible. So, those are my answers. That was 11 questions for the travel tag for Lisa's Things This Week, episode 3. Go check it out if you haven't, and I will talk to you guys later.